true DJ.
On FM 103.9.
Stereo true DJ.
On FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True video go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True big radio. On FM 103.9.
Now God we dey friend and true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio, true DJ.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night. Because we believe in hard work and faith. The Sierra Leone way. We hold the line. Come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began more than neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, don't know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
So you know, cause we're different in the way we can unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love. Let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role. Make we raise me glass centers for the gift of life. Collective power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align.
If you check them, you go see, say, we are better together.
Follow me, listen to the song. We are making history, you can sing along.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me na Nene Fofana. Today I get with me at the studio Mohamed Lamin Kebe, winner a sports analyst, and I also get with me Joseph S. Conte, winner a sub-editor na Independent Observer newspaper. And today we can look at the causes the way SLFA don't they offer to goalkeepers them, the coaches them, goalkeeper coaches, female coaches, and other people that will get interest in the coach in sector of football, and how that get for help the game, how that get for push the game go forward, and also people them after the game, how they go able engage in another thing related to the game. And we go dive into that to talk about, we look back at before this, how things that don't they happen, and now with this coaching course they don't come, how things can get for the happen, waiting people them for expect, and lots of other things them. But before that, make we get quick updates them on various things that we don't they happen inside football and other sports them. We go start with fixtures and results them and individual performance of players them as well. Then we come down to we local updates them on players, games, and leagues as well. We go start with the English Premier League as tomorrow games that they return. Match week 30 they start, and we get for Suicide Burnley they play Bournemouth, and Sunderland get for play Brighton, Arsenal get for face Everton, Chelsea get for face Newcastle United, and then a very huge game West Ham get for face Manchester City, Crystal Palace get for face Leeds United, Manchester United get for face Aston Villa win a very big game as well. That game they get a lot of deciding for do because either of these team here we win will take the third position of the league. So it get for be a tight game and I go highly recommend that game day for make una go and see them. From there we get for Suicide Nottingham Forest get for face Fulham. Liverpool get for face Tottenham, another big game, and this now a game where both sides need because Liverpool need them for maintain for them at the fourth position, and Spurs need them for push them clear of relegation. So it get for be another interesting game as well. And Brentford get for face Wolves. From there, make we look at the Premier League current standing. Arsenal still the lead the table with 67 points. Man City the second with 60 points. Arsenal don't play more games. Them and Wolves. As Arsenal don't play 30 games wise. The rest they own at 29 games that they don't play. Now they go into game with 30. And Manchester United they third with 51 points. Aston Villa they fourth with the same points, but goal difference as Man United they lead them by 6 goal difference. Chelsea they fifth with 48 points, same as Liverpool with 48 points. So Liverpool really need the game against Tottenham for maintain at the fifth position, and of course Chelsea self need for do something against Newcastle if they want for maintain at the fifth position or go above either Aston Villa or that of Man United. Because if Aston Villa and United do got possibility, say Chelsea go get in the same points with them. The next at the seventh position, we see Brentford they with 44 points, Everton they eighth with 43, and the ninth position we see Bournemouth with 40 points, and the same as Fulham where they 10th get 40 points. Also Sunderland we get the 11th get 40 points. The Premier League really tight this season. The standings then can tell as the goal difference them as well very limited, and are just 1 goal difference wey separate these three sides. As one get 1 goal difference from Fulham. Fulham also get a 1 goal difference from Sunderland, but they all get the same amount of points with the same amount of games played. Newcastle they 12th with 39 points, just 1 point where they separate them with the 10th position. So if Newcastle can win against Chelsea, then get a chance for go up to the 9th position of the league table. So we also see in the 13th position, Crystal Palace they with 38 points. Then if they get a win, then can go above. Brighton they with 37th position, then they 14th with 37 points. Leeds they 15th with 31 points. Tottenham they 16th with 29 points. Nottingham Forest they 17th with 28 points. Same as West Ham where they 18th down the relegation zone with 28 points. Burnley they 19 with 19 points, and Wolves they 20 with 16 points. So it's just few points different and they separate these clubs them na the English Premier League. So this time around the league really intense, and any small mistake can cause somebody in position or can bring a down to a relegation zone or can make it go above na the league. So it's a tight one, and then they enter into match week 30 where as the season they come down, these then are games the way they decide the actual title. And make we talk about the English clubs them also, as they get a very poor performance now. The Europa competitions them we see during the competitions so them play this midweek here. So the English clubs then are only one club we win when Aston Villa. We get a 1-0 win against Lille. But all the rest, all the clubs, they all lost. Some then get to go against the opponents, then they fail for win. As Liverpool be lost to Galatasaray, Tottenham. Liverpool lost 1-0 to Galatasaray. Tottenham lost 5-2 to Atletico Madrid. Chelsea lost to PSG 5-2. Manchester City lost to Real Madrid 3-0. Nottingham Forest be lost to Midtjylland, and Newcastle be draw with Barcelona. Bayern Leverkusen be draw with Arsenal as well. Crystal Palace be draw with EAK Lanaka, and of course Aston Villa be the only club we win inside a match inside the European competitions and this weekend there. So and from there make we get injury updates them around Europe as Mendy don't suffer an injury na in right hamstring, and this go cause am for be out for a week or more. A small test then will be done today for proof for show how long the player get for day out. And we see after Mendy become back, he returned to the starting 11. We see say we get a good performance for Real Madrid. But unfortunately for her, he go back during the game against Madrid and Manchester City. The player be get zero dribble, no player no be dribble pass during the time that we play for the club where we return from injury, and now unfortunately he don't go back. Injury crisis continue for the grow Real Madrid, and of course Jude Bellingham still there out, and then they think say he will be able for face Man City in the second leg, but unfortunately the player no go face Man City in the second leg of the competition we for play next week. So it's quite unfortunate, but Real Madrid still get chance as they get 3 goals advantage over Manchester City. But good one for them as Kylian Mbappe don already they feel good, and hopefully the player will return back very soon. They look at am for future in the match against Man City when at the return leg we go for playing at the Etihad. So the player go don return by then, it will be a very big boost for the club for see how they go secure the win against Manchester City. And while they talk about Real Madrid player, they make we look at the Luni Enrique way they belong to Lyon. The player they put up a very impressive performance so far. The Brazilian already don't get 10 goals contribution since the loan, and during Inter we been at Madrid, the young player been there on the bench throughout, but now we see say since they send him out to Lyon, they don't become one of Lyon the main man, and you see the player they enjoy in time at Lyon. So maybe he might go back to Real Madrid or decide for staying at Lyon, but the player always don't make and clear say in dream club na Madrid. So hope they say go return back to the club and maybe be featured in the starting lineup. For Madrid, make we go on to Barcelona, win another Spanish side, and at the top the La Liga table so far. And then get a very player we don't they put up exceptional performance when Gerard since Martin Gerard begin start for the club. We see say he don't get immense performance. He don't get 15 games starting as central back, and of 15 then game years, so the player not lost one. So now a very good performance for them. And during the time where the team they go through some loss, the player they give don't they go through some loss in terms of injury. We know say Nkunde they out and that of Balde, but the player coming does step up and they put up impressive performance. And from them we could come on to English sides, make we look at Liverpool. Liverpool are the defending champions of the Premier League, as last season they win the trophy. But now we see say the club don't fail for win 54% of the games them this season, and a very bad one. The team don't play 44 games, then there are more games with Manchester United for play throughout this season. They don't play 44 games, and we see say they don't get 24 wins with 6 draws and 14 losses, and a very bad one for the defending champions. But hopefully they will make them into the top 6 or top 5th of the Premier League table with if they get a win against Tottenham this weekend. If Chelsea drop points, then we'll go above Chelsea. But if not, if they lost against Tottenham, then it will be a very bad one for the club. And whilst we talk about that, make we look at another World Cup crisis, another football crisis, as Iran them they contemplate whether for withdraw. The day before yesterday, we see said and the sport minister said they don't withdraw from the World Cup, and yesterday we give out in clarification on what to make they actually decide for withdraw. Of course, they won a huge part of the reason why make it say the country need for withdraw from the World Cup, because we all know the incident between Iran and that of America, as America and Israel become together for bomb the country. So and sport minister talk say they withdraw because of the not sure say security will be given for the team during the time where they for playing America. So now that's not the reason why make them decide for withdraw from the World Cup, as most of them games then get for playing America, then group stage games they all get for happen in America. And if the games then get for play, and this now country where they affect them already, so then office say them players them and officials then go be safe in that games in the games then na the World Cup. Even though US President be say they okay for go welcome them features them, and we all know say Iranian fans now part of the people the way the US be don't ban for enter into them country. So because of all the issues, then they now make the federation decide for make them country withdraw commodity as then still they go through the war crisis. From international, make we come on to local league updates there and look at also players them individual contribution in the team then success. Yesterday the match week 19 be continue and games or gameplay with Susa Old Edwardian be face Abacha City when Old Edwardian be host that game day na the SLFA Academy, and unfortunately for Old Edwardian they lost to Abacha City, a team where they beneath where almost the last na the relegation zone. Abacha City the second to last na the Europe Premier League relegation zone, but then we get a good performance against all Edwardians. They make the schoolboys and find out very difficult for penetrate, and at the end of the day, Abacha City be get the win. Games also play. We see the starting of the match week 19. Usai Wiba strikers we defeat Slipher FC 2-1. Yesterday, all Edwardians have get a good then get a defeat with Abacha City, and today we get for Suicide Port Authority get for face with some stars and approved school field. Tomorrow, Banta FC get for face Easter Lions when a very good match, a match where I go recommend because looking at Easter Lions and Banta, these are the team last season we can first and second, and this season they know they get the perfect run and they get the perfect game. So we then go face each other. Now a game where I go on for make everybody go and sing. Bible Warriors get for face Mighty Blackpool as well. When a very interesting game. Lua FC get for play Freetown City FC. FC Kalon get for face Camboy Eagles Napu Schoolfield on Sunday. And also on Sunday, Star Sports Academy, they play Diamond Stars na SLFA Academy. Bo Rangers get for face Bullom Stars on the same Sunday na Southern Arena winner the Bo Stadium. And make we look at the Leo Premier League current standing. As of yesterday game, we see Usai Star Sports Academy still they lead the table with 35 points, and they don't play 18 game. When we say they need for play a game this match week. And Bo Rangers this second, and then Seth gets advantage as then get for play then game this match week 19, then get 33 points. And if these two teams they are win, then can improve on them points now the current standing of the table. All Edwardians play yesterday and they don't draw points, but they still maintain their position so far. We then get 31 points and then they third at the table. Bible Warriors get for play Blackpool, and they still the fourth at the table with 30 points. If they play and get a win, they can go above all Edwardians. If they get a draw or loss, then go still maintain. And FC Calon Sef not played, then Sef get 30 points. So a win for them this match we can put them above. Down the relegation zone, one team already don't play win as Slipher FC, and then they 15th. Then get 18 points, and on 16th Freetown City FC they with 17 points, and Diamond Stars they 17th with 17 points. Lua FC they 18th with 14 points. If Lua FC can get a win against Freetown City FC, can give them the chance for equal in points with the team. So Lua FC need for really try and do something for get a point or edge na the relegation zone. Make we look at individual player performance as this match week they can begin. We see Usa for the Leo Premier League, we see Kwame Queen return to Easter Lions, and after he return, they don't put exceptional performance for the club. Kwame Queen already don't play 3 games for Easter Lions since in camp. Winner 260 minutes for the club, and he don't score 3 goals. He don't get 1 assist and don't win 1 man of the match award. Winner exceptional one for the player as it don't be part of the one that we don't rewrite the story for Easter Lions so far this season, because at the first half of the season with Suicide the Lions they struggle, but ever since they win against Mighty Blackpool, we don't they see the Lions then they fight for goal above, and maybe the Killers can try and secure a top position in this season. Yeah, so all them can go ahead and win the league as the fans thinking they talk. Make we look at the Marapama Women's Premier League as the ladies that they put up exceptional performance. So we go look at the top goal scorers so far. Now the Marapama Women's Premier League as Mariam Assambu of Kamara, they lead the chart with 20 goals. So, an impressive performance. I think till now the male Premier League teams no players not get up to 10 goals. But if you see the women's league, the ladies that they score huge number of goals, as it's about 4 players then they 10 plus goals already. We see the leader we gets 20 goals, Mariam Asambu, where they play for Ram Kamara, don't score 20 goals, and Salimatu Kamara of the same Ram Kamara again 19 goals. You know, Ram Kamara, they look they trying at this Lego, and Ruth Mbao as well, where they play for Kaula Queens, get 14 goals this season. Mary B. Conte of Mena Queens get 10 goals so far na the Marampama Women's Premier League. Fatma Tuyaya Samura of Kamara get 8 goals. Masire Ture of Rising Queens get 8 goals. Aisatu Tarawali of Patricia Umu get 8 goals. Nadi Kwadi of Mongwemo Queens get 8 goals. Abdulwahid B. Wusulu from FC Kalon gets 8 goals. Abibatude Bangura for Sierra Leone Police Females gets 7 goals. Fatma Tature from Mongwemo Queens gets 6 goals. So the lady they put up beautiful performance and they score huge number of goals. If you dey follow the Marampama Women's Premier League, you go see say every match week you go more see at least 6 goals where one team go score or 5 goals, and sometimes teams can score up to 10, 13 goals per game. So the numbers are out there and they really score goals all like the male league, but now good one for the lady them. Also Vienbok FC don't sign soon Simonita Rebecca K. Johnson as a defender wey dem see say go add into them squad and go help for improve them squad as they try for compete and maintain the run or go out of relegation at the second half of the season. From there, SLFA talent development camp they continue today, and they continue for U15 and U17 woman and man them as they do this for different clubs that they go show the players them with their talents them, and the fixtures and the games they therefore happen on Sundays and that of Saturdays. So a lot of clubs that they go participate on on Saturday we get for Suicide Vantage Academy, get for face East Lions, the Lionesses FC we get for that's not for the women them, and Sky Rangers FC get for play Vantage Academy. KNK Academy get for play Western United FC. Eastern Lions FC, the U17 get for face Sport Authority U17, and also Western United FC get for play face Philip FC. Abacha City FC get for face King Park Rangers FC. That na the U17 boys them, and also on Sunday the U15 girls Eastern Lions FC get for play Young Queens FC. We therefore see also U15 for Onikari Onicherry FC get for face Eastern Lions. That now for the boys them. Also the U17 boys as well. Wellington People's FC get for face Kings Park Rangers, and also Abacha City FC get for face FC Beckham. So that's now the talent transfer news. Yesterday also the National Sports Authority (NSA) be get an anti-doping relegatory experts them for go discuss on how them foresee for implement the law of doping footballers. They dey try for separate the game from drug, as athletes they not allow for take drug we go improve them performance or any we go hinder them performance. Whatsoever the case may be, athletes and get certain drugs the way they not for take for where they want go compete. So NSA they see how best they try for regulate that day and begin to test them for players them as well. And a quick one before we go on to the main discussion of today, when are something this we really get for discuss is the U17 female coach where we get the issue with the player SLFA already lifting suspension. So as I think that I think say welcome guys, welcome Mohamed Lamin, and also welcome Joseph. I just been to talk about this player, Yaso Fatmata Tuyewe, began the issue with the player Sierra, the female player, on in terms of a representation at the national team, and they try for influence. According to the voice note, they try for influence the player for play for certain club, and we will be get a press release from SLFC that they go on and do investigation about that. But after a few weeks, we see SLFA post notice yesterday say they don't lift on the suspension because then be suspend during that same day. So Jose, I go start with you. What that you take on this, seeing that SLFA don't leave the suspension, they say it go continue in position as the coach and prepare the ladies as then get for go for the U17 World Cup qualifiers.
Thank you very much, and greetings to viewers home and abroad. It's a pleasure. No one for get into that in depth because no see SLFA don't try for do one or two movements and we go able for create impact at the end of the day. So we go able to get something positive because when you look at and things don't they happen when it comes to in the area of selection of players, especially when it comes female football. A lot of controversy on the day for the past years. And coming to that and look into now, SLF we don't try for bringing the under 17 female coach for take up a responsibility because there is international fixtures with their head. And I do believe because one thing where the SLFA president don't try for do, now for look at the welfare of female players because for the past years we don't see for lay even when they go play national or international competition when they return back, making very difficult for make they look at the welfare. And I hope that when the coach do return, as they return back to in duty, they go try for see our best a focus on the players because we don't want for see I don't happen for the past years not only for participate but not for compete. And the more you win matches, then the more you country continue for sell out your players to other female clubs that within Europe. It's not too common for let you see we female players. There are other top clubs that within Europe for come for get to be players then for make them play them club competition then because we know the much that see female football too active. And since the coming of the newly elected president Babadi Kamara, now we get the female league with the ongoing because waiting we don't see Marapado put into female football and that need help for motivate the female players them. You talk about just now we give a report about a female player who don't score 20 goals. Just imagine. Now that number will not get that more publicity into the game of the female competition where they're ongoing. But there is something positive with on the happen.
All right. I could ask you the same thing, Mohamed. I mean, looking at this incident, it will draw nation-wide attention as people then be wonder as to waiting make this coach. Some even they say that it don't happen a long time ago. It's just that this player decided for speak up or for the voice note to that come nobody know but it was all over the place, all the sports group them as well as alone this message be they go all around it. And looking at this situation here at the end of the day, SLFA don't say they don't reinstate the coach and they don't lift up in suspension. They will continue for train the lady them for take them on to the next U17 women's World Cup qualifiers. So I'm looking into this. What do you think about this entire situation here and the decision of SLFA?
Well, plenty thank you, Nene, for the opportunity, and to people who listen, we also the watch we. Me personally, I feel say, well, I share the same sentiment with my colleague now. Say I don't want to go into within the transfer really. For let we stick on to the press release we will see. I feel say they don't do justice to this issue here because at this particular time, when we get so many things surrounding female football, more especially when we try to make mark, female football they try to make mark, the under 17 also get competition the way they get to play. I feel say it is right that we able to get situation like that they put under control and people able to take leadership, and also we don't see the execution of that leadership day where they in the form of press release where reinstate Mrs. Famata Toure as the head coach for the female under 17. So like I say, I don't want to go into all within transpire, but this shows a lot. It shows now that structured on the in the governance architecture for ensure say we able for solve issues we they happen in the female sector. You go agree with me, say all land in an issue we don't do it. But it happen now, they come out with the SIAM and people they take concrete step. But quickly, Nene, I feel say this also it lends or it gives credence to the fact say we really need court of arbitration, because cases like this, if we need for get a set of people where when get the pedigree and the credibility for ensure say they able for fast track issues like this, other than take an hour go to another. No, I feel say they have need for institute. I'm pretty sure they are working on that, but it speaks volume of the fact say we need a court of arbitration. We go look into cases of this nature. Um, 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 and going forward, I feel say there are many things we for learn. We have to push female football go before holistically, because if we discuss all this, it has to do with female football development. We are doing a lot, but we have a lot also to do. So I feel say setting up a court of arbitration, making it viable at this particular time, I feel say it's a step in the right direction.
All right, that's not a good one. With the issue of getting courts of arbitration as a law, maybe the disciplinary committee need for fast track then decision making, and also they give concrete, because a lot of times don't they suicide decision where the disciplinary committee go don't give people are not satisfied with him or it, or they not implement, and people or sports heads get for go back to CAF or FIFA or the CAS so that they go get the justice where they want, and because then see say yeah, so they know they get the justice where they want. So I think that's gonna be a good one, and that's something we really need for look into. But also, before we go into the main discussion, make we look at the situation surrounding Iran in them, whether they withdraw from the World Cup tournament we get for happen in America because of all the situation we surrounding them. And just I will go with you with that as well. Iran they don't decide for withdrawal. And if you look at Iran and group stage and fixtures, them all get for happen inside America. And of course, everybody's not familiar with the whole incident with the go on between Iran, America, and that of Israel. So with this withdrawal, you think it's a good decision from the nation?
Well, you take a look at the current situation where they happen between Iran, Israel, and that of America. See, it don't spark up something where even international world seriously be affected when it comes to fuel crisis and other things that were involved. So one of the things we then point out, then talk about them safety of them players. Recall they get some Australian players them we with the Australia we they also don't seek asylum for make they able forget stay inside Australia where then they don't be clear, 5 of them, because of the incident we currently happen, the war with happen between America, Israel, and that of Iran. So when it comes to football they deal with fair play. And psychologically, if it's something that affects you, you know, get that kind of stable mind, and then you want to go play competition like that one day, it seriously they affect you, because they also say whether if Yahweh at the camp place so is safe for me. And you look at the issue also with the at hand, America and that of Iran. So the belief self alone self within the two countries, you understand, and then they expect say maybe the American then get for go attack them at the hotel and all of them stuff then they. So the best way they can do, they can say we not get interest again na this competition, but it get to affect them because the more you participate into competition, the more you get investors them, scouts them where they go to your country for sport players them. The more you dey get more followers where they follow your country because they want for know you talent them, where they go for bringing out that top flight league them. So these are some of the disadvantages that we then get for face when you not participate into this competition.
Yeah, and again, they get a lot of disadvantage you then get for face. One for the FIFA ranking, the then player visibility for make scout that they go into that, and also you get for look the World Cup rules as well. If they not participate, the next World Cup then go maybe party FIFA look into and look at the issue at hand, go make them give them the opportunity for participating in the next World Cup. If not because of them withdraw from this, they no go get the advantage for participating in the next World Cup. I go ask you the same, Mohamed Lamin, with the issue surrounding Iran and the withdrawal, the sport minister say part of the reason why they withdraw, and Joseph don't talk about that, because of security. They're not sure say they go be secure na America. We know what happened to the female team where they participate now Australia. Now the competition we see at the end of the day not be tell well as some amount of violence be happening. So with this the club, the federation, the country as all decide say no, the player they no go and participate or honor the fixtures them na America. Within your contribution towards this?
Well, I feel say the decision wey dem take so is predictable. It is predictable because it is obvious. We all know the geopolitics and also the threats we dey between or among, because into two again, the threat among Iran and also Israel and US, the ally they don't form. So if we move far away from football, talking about politics, this is why we can always say football interrelated. In as much as it brings peace, football is also politics. They are intertwined at a junction and they really meet. So at the junction, this now they don't meet. I say it is predictable. Say Iran, the leadership or the Ministry of Sports go back out of the 2026 World Cup because it is crystal clear. The World Cup now three countries they host them. America. So all of those threats, I feel say, are the reason why I make. But even if the national team say they play, how many players will really opt for who play World Cup for Iran and America?
But I go ask the general tone. I'm looking at that situation. Do you think say now where we are in Iran for me don't try and talk to FIFA for see how then go pull them games them come on inside America and play either na Mexico or that of Canada because not three countries they host the World Cup. And if you look at Iran and group stage games, they're all na inside America again for happen. And according to Donald Trump, in no get issue made them go on the fixtures. Then but like owner say it's what they get right for be scared and then get right for wonder whether them players then go be secure then coaches. So when I think says FIFA, I go back with you, Mohamed. I mean, you think say FIFA for me able for see our best then say for coming and try for change the situation. We are in this country and go play them games then either of Mexico or that of Canada because of the war. And ever since this war issue start between Iran and that of Mexico. Now, one time I see the FIFA President Infantino talk about that situation, they concerning the issue. Say Donald, that's now we even talk say be get a discussion with Donald Trump and Donald Trump talk say another issue for allow Iran for participating at the tournament. You think say FIFA for me don't put in good good contribution into the try for use the influence for see how best then will give Iran a little bit of support for make them honor them fixtures them?
Yes, FIFA get a lot for do under the presidency of Infantino. I feel say they have a lot to do for mediate between the two countries for able get them a clear sight say this is not about the politics we they between all two. It is about other countries we can for participate. It is about football. How can we come to the table and ensure say nobody feels threatened? So I feel say what thing exists right now, politician not dey trust in company politician. So no one know the way Infantino could tell Iran, or he could tell Iran, the Ministry of Sports or stakeholder them very responsible for football in that country. We go convince them say for go. I want for guess that is the situation. But you'd ask a question of the importance of mediation. I think say mediation is very important in terms of everything. Mediation is very important. But now mediation where the results are not feel say achievable. No matter how you turn them, I don't feel say it achievable. So long as we get war, we get strikes from Iran to US as the case may be, or from Israel to Iran or waiting as the case may be also. I don't think Iran and America go for meeting a common place. Even when Donald Trump, as you say, don't get assurance say this is football, we know they I not feel say that person I not feel say anybody could feel safe for get a competition like that at this particular time representing your country individually from the players, but also as a team. Not only as a team, not only limited to a team, but as a country also in governance system. I not believe say it's ideal because when they go play World Cups now, money for go play a single match now money. So government now Iran not go on for invest by something way it's not peaceful. Yeah. For them, the World Cup will be peaceful, but because they get threatened issue, we all know now. I feel say it's disturbing. So they're not going for put money. It's not about only the money also where they go invest. Because I keep on saying it, keep on reiterating it. Football and money, any single match and money. It is not only about the money also. It is about also risking the very lives of Iranian players and coaches.
Okay, I'm just, with the same situation, and Iran don't back out from the World Cup and every other thing. What do you think, say FIFA for me don't do in order for maintain or make Iran they not back out come off from the competition?
Well, go only talk about Federation International Football Association when FIFA. Then if they look at their own safety because according to within the sports minister when Ahmad and make some key areas then when I point they talk about military conflict and security concern, political decision. These are the key things them we lead to for make them boycott them participation into this competition rather. And when you look at them, despite it get for affect them FIFA ranking because the more you perform well into different competition, whether in a club competition, players' performance, FIFA can look into that they all way like coaches them, senior captain them, senior players them, can vote in relation or referees them, can come together for look at countries them performance then they can able for rank them, we can make them participate into big competition we can also lead to where you see big clubs then can come up for them players then for make them continue their football career. But you look at all the reason there and then they look at and say too safe for them. And also they go although other people can also go look at and say them for don't use it as a platform for make them able for unify the two countries then together because football and one sporting discipline where we can use for preach peace, bring countries then together whether into conflict or whether into war. But the one the way they do with football, whether in their own country and the minister Ahmad don't make point clear say this is not the reason they why make them boycott this competition. What we wait and see waiting get for come up from FIFA in relation to this because then self concern because they look at more on the citizens the way America don't they kill you understand that more than layer fashion and also look at their own safety. But again, when it comes to sports, we know say sport now one sporting discipline, especially football rather, now one sporting discipline where we can use for bring development various African countries or European countries them. But again, let we use this football. For me, happy if then they get to voice them within to then two countries there, Iran and that of America, because we want to see how they perform, the players them, because not to that common
policy. Let them go
policy.
settle the game na the pitch.
Yeah.
The disputes, make them go settle like na that they try for say, with possibility say if them go into the group stage of the competition, then for me if them pass the group stage, then for them meet up with both America and Iran. I think say maybe that's not part of the reason why make they also
and I
It happened in Ivory Coast. They use football
for
bring peace into the country. It happened in other country there as well. You understand? Yeah. So I look at and say if there must be a possibility for make the players them. You understand? But the way things they go, they don't get it to in a way now. The only way the other party go say we not okay for participate, and they don't state the reason them.
Yeah.
And the reason them key because the more they look at the safety. Because football a mind game. If you mind not okay, and then you're not able for participate.
All right. Make we go for a quick commercial break where we can continue this discussion. Yeah. So in case you just join with this, na Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana, that's not the voice of Joseph S. Conte. We are the sub-editor for Independent Observers newspaper. And I also get with me Mohamed Lamin Kebe, winner a sports analyst. We dey come back after this quick commercial break, and don't forget say we will bring in more discussion around the way that they for happen at sports. And today we main discussion get for be with the aid way SLFA don't they give in order for push football development as they facilitate the different coaching license them, and they don't decide for make camp for female free. So they can talk about all that in the second part of this discussion when they come back.
This Lent and Ramadan season, only they turn you every day call them to big win. Yes, because we dare together. You can win over 1 million euros worth of prize them. Just make call, we go hit 50 euros every week and win 5,000 euros worth of food item them. Renew solar subscription or buy new solar kit and win 5,000 euros worth of food item them plus 10 minutes free call. Yes, we dey get winner every week. But wait this is don't loud, yeah? Make call we go reach 250 euros every month and you can drive brand new keke. Waiting that inside this season, we get faith and blessing. Your connection for make you enjoy. Call more and win big. Orange, the better, when we there together.
Orange.
We're trendy and youthful.
We're UBA.
Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust in them now, Africash by UBA. Whether you in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salon Safe, Africash they connect all African country them. With Africash, you go able send and receive money outside Salon to other African country them. Simple one. Whether you get account with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, MSI and anytime inside Africa. If fast, you go able send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash they give you the power for do easy one with no stress. Na Africash na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078 200 200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com.
UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
Best customer satisfaction.
You want to do more? Fast
faster. Any side you dey, the EcoBank mobile app they puts the power of banking na you want. The app they make you able for pull cash from any ATM or express points. You don't even need a card. Send money across all 33 African countries them with rapid transfer. Transfer funds locally or internationally. Pay bills them like school fees, lights bill, even tax. All just with one tap.
That's not all. The app self to make you able for buy top up for you AfriCell and you Orange right now. You fit create virtual card or load your prepaid card direct from the app so you can shop online with no worry. When you want surprise your party, just send them one durable token where you go cash out, and if you don't go shopping, just scan and pay with your EcoBank Pay.
EcoBank mobile app fast, convenience and security all day na you want. Download the EcoBank mobile app today and bank the smart way.
EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa.
Welcome back from that commercial break there. This na Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me na Nene Fofana. Today I get with me in the studio Mohamed Lamin Kebe, winner a sport analyst, and I also get with me Joseph S. Conte, winner sub-editor na Independent Observers newspaper. And today we dey look into the the aid way SLFA don dey give to football in terms of whether they facilitate program coaching courses them all around the country. We don't see they don't even decide for make them free for women there. They don't make for goalkeepers them, and of course other other areas of coaching as well. And I get, like I say, I don't we also don't look into a lot of other things inside the program. We don't talk about the issue every day between Fatimata Toure when the head coach for the female U17 and 15 national team. Maybe get an issue with a player, but SLFA lifting suspension. We also don't talk about the issues around Iran and that of America. Of course, now the FIFA World Cup as Iran don't back out, and a lot of other things. So I'm Mohamed Lamin. Looking at this whole situation instead of coaching, we always see mini leagues. Then they go all around the country. Football they play, different communities get a league them, and in order for me football play, the coaching sector get a very good role for play in terms for help for player development and a lot of other things. So with this idea of the FA in order for facilitate them coaching courses there, what do you think? How impacts we think say this get for be in terms of the country football develop one?
Well, it's huge. We don't see them, but we don't see them training there. But how rapid it happen now? Yeah. The different support for all the target coach and referee. But in this situation, we do look at the referee. I feel say under this new dispensation, under this new EXCO members and President Babari, I feel say he don't do a lot for improve coach them CV. For lack of a better word, I feel they don't do a lot because the training, then they come fast. We see different support them, and some of them training and then SLFA set them money, and they use for training them coaching. We cannot overemphasize the importance of training coaches. You know football, it's football. You know, say coach, they are integral part of football. In fact, they are the cornerstone of football. But many times we see teams when they play well, all the team not they let's say the coach, but really we think deserve them. When a team they win cup, I feel say they are underrated. But if they are not winning, we say more especially Manchester United, to Manchester United fans, if Manchester United do not win, then say na coach. But in some cases, I feel say the job of a coach is being underrated. So for me, this is very key for improve coach disability they get, because most of the issues where they get out of then results or everything, and because we not get the coach not get the requisite training we they need. We get community teams them also. So I feel happy that this particular training, the target not only coach this way they coach team them at the level of Premier League, but outside that one. So because if we want for big players, coach is just like teacher in a school. If you want to develop school picking, it must be reflective of the kind of teachers with the teacher. So it's the same thing. That's the analogy what they make. So if we want to have good players who they represent Leon Star, the ball starts with what? Training coaches, because I think coaching get for train. But if the coach does not get the required knowledge, they do not get the technical ability, how can they perform? At the end of the day, they get results from the players and also before I move the mic to you, the issue of also factoring women them, or factor women them, practice training. It should not only be limited to coach, but also referee. Often and again, we know they see too much of coaches, female coaches. That I feel say training like this, if you care for sport interest from people or women them, where they get little idea, but they are not yet coach. I feel say event training and they, I feel say go for urge them. But for the one that we already a profession for them from female, I feel say they should take advantage of this. The world is living to 50-50 now. We're heading to 50-50 now. Most of the professions now with this woman and self they play pivotal role. So for me, factor in woman, then this training I feel say it's a novelty and it is unprecedented, and also it is a way breaker for football in Sierra Leone. And also it also agrees with government plan of being inclusive, including the women them, because women they are very pivotal in sports. So for me, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I also agree with certain things the way you talk, looking at the direction with this they go, how much you go get for reflect on the players then, because one or two things where the teacher, the coaches then they teach them and then get for go apply in the field. And a lot of time, Josie, people then don't they talk to the country constructive ball not today na boom bam boom players then they play a lot of time the tactical aspect of it all. So I'm looking at these coaching courses where the FA don't they organize for female coach them, for goalkeeper coach them, and also for the one the way they officiate the game, the winner the referees there. How you think say this get for help for improve the game?
Well, it sounds so good because we dey look at things that we don't happen for the past years when it comes to football, a popular sporting discipline at the world. And one thing about Sierra Leonean, they get love and passion for football because they know waiting the kind of joy that they get from the game. But involving women with the SLF, you don't try for say the woman and are free. It sounds so good because we know the much that see female coaches them into the game of sport, especially football. Now we look at things that we don't they lead to violence. You know, say the reaction of a coach or the reaction of a referee can spark up to violence we don't they happen into the game of football. Because some action the way the coach then can put on, where a referee go on sound a whistle for a particular action will happen at the field of play. The way that coach they react can lead to the fans then as well for reacting another way can spark up a game they're not done. Because you're looking at Salon, one key thing we don't happen, we just know they get into much. We not get academy in this country. You will see somebody. These are things that we need to talk about because we talk about the coaches them, we talk about the referees. That we also get for talk about the players there as well. Then behavior on the field. You know this yearly waiting that player go don't tell that referee, but when that referee go don't take action, he give red card, and then the way the coach they react, can ball up say the fan can react, you not tell her nothing. And from the perimeter fence to the fans there, it's too close. Na Salona, yeah. Now I make it risky way they officiate match in this country. But we don't see now who's have fet be done they happen. It don't much better now because then turn away games them they play now then gravel feel them. You understand? The stone then they close to you. But the carpet now is much better now. You understand? So then but again. we just get for be fair enough because now we referees them into international competition them. Recently, in January, we see Sanusi. We also be go serve as a referee assessor for a match between Ghana and that of Tanzania. Where it sounds so good, and also the coming of Babadi, we get 10 referees and we get FIFA badge. It sounds so good. I can able for name some of the referees and they for make people know say we get female referees that we also involved into that. We get Umaru Mara Rashid M. Conte, Aminata Fula, Suleiman S. Kamara, and Mohamed Bok Tarawali. And for assistant referees, get Fatmata Mansari, Agnes A. Bla, Mahmoud A. Conte, Sa A. Freeman, and Alusai Conte. This na FIFA badge referee. We sound so good. And again, we know the one thing about the referee then now, you know, be tell like I can remember way back and season before last. We game in the play. Now we they do live stream. Now most other people can ask of action that we are happy with the one for protest. It might be say there is a goal where they score. But now we get a FIFA plus now. You understand?
Yeah.
You see, even the coach and go say, well, action will happen, so we are referring not sound the whistle. We'll go cut the video. But 2-3 years back, we'll not be getting that kind of opportunity there.
So the FIFA Plus done the serve as VR
Exactly.
now
Exactly.
for
Exactly.
they visit the games, the decisions, them and all that in there. You continue.
Yeah, even some actions that we didn't take on referees them, even this league with the ongoing with the suspense of referees them, we like some teams them not be pleased, some goal we they send a goal against them.
Yeah.
They go to the FIFA Plus and then he set up the FA they set up a committee where like you don't protest for a particular goal you don't score against where you say no to goal. You understand? Where you know say no to goal, they get facing a goal. And they set up a committee and that committee they can sit together, then bring the video, then they bring a projector where they display that particular goal and then before they take the decision against the referee. So the referee can accept for because they don't show you proof of waiting be don't happen. So you look at that, then they try for tell you say development on the happen into the game. There are another key thing where they happen recently where yet not be implemented it. Now this anti-doping. Because you know say some of the actions them where the players then can put na the field of play where they give the cause where referee can give a card or give a caution there which can lead to another problem. Because if we bring this into the game, where the players are not for to take drugs, you understand? You get up professionalism in the tell at the field of play. And where you pass through academy, you show the difference, you understand? And that make you can see no more salon I can't where somebody does the common no say, I get Usma FC Academy. Where you not get all the things that we involved, you understand? Since from the closing of Craig Bellamy Academy, whose academy go boast of? You go say no more. The Star Sports don't they try, Bo Rangers don't they try, few other clubs them, you understand? But then think their way then pass through academy. At the end of the day, referees not they get that much headache, you understand? Although football, the emotion sometimes can drive you to another way, but the referees and now they try, and as I say, the FIFA Plus don't they caution some of them because you know say even the international world they watch you, so you get for be very careful of what you do.
Yeah, the game still gets areas the way the FA and other people that really need for look into in order for reach to that international standard we always and then they talk about. But with these coaching trainees them and other things the way all done they didn't at the touchline of the game. We all done they see the football, we all done they witness some of the decisions the way the coach then they take, some of the decision we player then they make, also that of the referees them. And this coaching course then are for not only for teach them how for be a better coach where they teach them some of these rules they are for apply them and also they teach them some of the tactical aspects of the game. So I'm looking at this coaching license there. So this coaching course the way the FA they do for female coach, goalkeeper coaches, and also for the officials them. Whose areas them Mohamed Lamin, whose areas that you think say the FA really need for focus on in order for help for improve the game as it is right now in the football sector?
Well, the football problems or the problems in national football, it open even blind person this year. Um, you go, it will be difficult for you for choose one babe, say now this one more pressing. But for me, most of the time I get opportunity for day na platform like this, talking about football, the issue of facility, I feel say is very key.
Okay.
And also, I'm working on the story we get for do with the low participation of supporters every to go watch game. When you talk to them, 3 out of every 5, we talk to them, and will tell you say the reason why make they not they go watch them games Sunday, and because of facility or lack of facility, or even the facility the facilities are poor. Me and you know now the facility when we talk about football, get for do with the seating capacity and even the pitch self. Because overseas, I can always say this, sports they go to recreation. Even salon self, 110 I don't know if it was a ministry, we see two words yoked together, sport and recreation. The recreation has to do with facilities. Plenty people they go watch game Europe or America, not because now they want to watch football no more, but then side and the way they go now also a source of recreation. So if you ask me which problem I feel say more pressing, this new leadership, well I don't want to say new again because I don't do 2 or 3 months now. I feel say they have a lot to do because the challenges them very plenty and plenty. But then for look at facilities now one. Also then for look at quality in terms of if they get coach, let them be qualified. Referee, let them be qualified. Let them take the right decisions. But the biggest way we can for conquer all the problems because it is not only about highlighting problems. It's also about your recommendation to fix them. I feel say one thing we one sport administrator, football administrator, always done they say when I'm not able to hold this camera, you always don't call on a dialogue. A dialogue for ensure say unity day. For ensure say unity day among sports stakeholders or football stakeholders so that we go for address some of the issues and they bring the policy makers on table, bring the journalists, sport journalists or football journalism on table and other players also. We need to be united. Even the ministries, departments, and the agencies, there is a seeming difference between the organs that they run football. That is the Ministry of Sports, the National Sport Authority, and other bodies. Them even sub or even apart of SLFA, even another even other discipline associations. Then get seen the way they all against each other. We cannot settle them problem and they where you go agree with me say huge. If we so discuss the problem or the facility within the game, we know come on out today. But the only thing I feel say we need frank discussion. We need a roundtable discussion also. Or if not with them, they need it for see how best then go before identify the challenges there and get a pathway. Let me say this again. And then the other issue is that the other issue get for do with functions. Who does what? I feel say they really need for go on the board and see who that gets this responsibility and who that they call the tune or who calls the pauper.
All right. That's a good one, Mamela. I mean, looking at this part the way you don't they talk about nothing then this way people they don't they complain about that and I believe say these people the way then they before they already aware.
Yeah, we are.
So
Sure.
now for just take a step in order for amend them. But Josie, I will ask you the same thing with these causes the way then they go on right now. Which areas that you think say the FA or the one the way that they teach, they teach us them of their courses. They are the one the way that they lecture out the trainings to they coach them, they referees them, and other people that were involved. Whose areas you think say really the need for look at and pay attention in order for promote the game?
Um, One thing about the new executive, we don't see more sponsorship on the coming. So if you find out at the level as more on the welfare, the reason being that because when they get big company where they come for support the league, you able look at the welfare of the referees them. I be done they happen in the past years. That small money where they give the referees they not enough for them. So they give where sometimes match fixing and other things they will be able for coming. But then they don't be settled now because the welfare of the referees them you go say now it's okay. But then again, in marketing, we get what we call leveraging and branding. This they go for those we get and club them. We get various club them. What thing can pain me? Now when a team they come up, for example, now we say Wilberforce striker. Then you go say then I Wilberforce. Why make them get executive? No, they try for see how best people are within that community day, that Wilberforce community day, then do marketing for the game ahead. So if you look at them, you go sit down and you say, what's them people and they will get different role for play, for let them market the game, not to only depend on the FA. This is not the problem. You understand? You go say, now only the board name for do marketing for you. You know, it's a loss to your club. Because the reason why I make a point about leveraging and branding, you see, then company there, where then club then can ask for support. If the company support your club, at the end of the day, then branding will sell out. You understand? You know they get turned out in different fields there. You feel say that company they get interest again for support your club. You know they get interest. The one thing about them club there, now Salo you go see a big player or a club now this country, a big player, and they put on Nike, we not get nothing where the benefits from there. So now these are big loss, you understand? So these are key things that we for look at. You see a mighty Blackpool, don't imagine mighty Blackpool in this country. Just go ask and see if they get partnership with mighty Blackpool or Blackpool in England. So what they don't do about boast of other things there? We don't take how many years in this country, you understand? When I get a field on our own, when I get a pitch on our own, you understand? These are things that we need for talk about. Not to only talk about, you understand?
Then we'll tell you say money not the back as well.
No. The ideas then they, but it's not the problem. You see one thing about the leadership. You understand?
Yeah, I think that
everybody feels in the feel superior of himself. You understand? You see what we talk about at last season or season before. Like people they talk about they will take football to the community, bringing community on board. Just imagine, Kofa they play the competition, you go sit on out, Potapa they play a competition, you go sit on out. But other people go say another big loss for this country, they lost why make we not able for qualify to international competition. See another problem where people they look at too low, the Sierra Leone Stadium. They imagine, you know, this is a big loss who goes to game in Liberia. Now huge money will they go pay for us to game in Liberia. How many people will they come here for go Liberia? You understand? But you go see people in that hostel here, they live a life, they're comfortable. These are issue there. I can remember the coming of Babadi where you talk about say one for see the Sierra Leone Stadium, the one that we concern. You know, sir, you could imagine Manuel Safa Abdullah county captain at this country. You take and go to Kailaun, You could imagine a country where the stadium won't necessarily can get youth turn out. You understand? Up to now, we not get carpet or sit them. Now that place, now just one kind of little corner they don't go make, and then we know they see improvement on the happen. You know, say all this na big loss to the country. Now huge money the country they lost because you see some of them teams they are back. Even they happen at Europe. You get big clubs them where they participate in the ongoing Europe Premier League. When they know the win game, the turnout is the poor. Don't imagine recently when Mighty Blackpool win the game there. You see people and begin come close. So you understand. So all that they take you back to the welfare and structure of them clubs there. You will see most of them clubs, I tell you, where they one side player, then a plastic in the holo. They don't pay them player there. Check most of them player and team that they play in the Premier League. They only depend on that FA money where they give them. Just imagine no more when they begin that seed money. The first 5 games there, you begin see club there where you know they expect them at that top 5. But at the end of the day, after 10, 11 games, you see begin cut down. That money where they give them be done. So you see, do not get other source for get other money. Check some of another painful thing where they happen. We don't get into this game for quite a long time. We know what's in the happen. You see some of them club there, then contract where them player get to the club they are done. But then the only player the contract, you understand? This the mind where you mind not okay. So you know they expect the player to perform well. We get club in this country, if then they pay the player then every month, I make mention of them, Slipper, then they able for them at that top 5. You understand, eh? We get club there. You see Edwards, why make you see them? Sometimes then they can third, 4, 5. Now one of the clubs and then the way they pay them players.
Because they get
Rangers. The structure there. You understand? You get you get some other club there and a gamble in the play. Gamble in the sense, the reason why make us say gamble, if you let's say for example, East Lions, they play against Rangers. You go see all the big ones in East Lions. You understand how they make somewhere?
Yeah.
You understand? For the people that try for the lemma able to understand. You go see all the big ones there, all the East Lions, all the come on board who for win this game. Yeah. After that game, then if East Lions they play against Lua, you know go see that kind of turnout again. So people really talk about say, I get passion and love for the game. Football. Now one sporting discipline where they bring employment. You remember you go the one that will make during the time of Emmanuel Sapa Abdullahi, a league be successful. It's among the most watched league
in Africa.
The reason being that it try for be friendly with the media and also those who are concerned. Again, the explanation how them for markets and game.
And 4 years the league not play.
You understand, eh? So all of them things. But now when you look at club no more depends say then gets a board and the board now for go do market. You don't know it's a big loss to you. Don't imagine even the transportation where they give them player. If I tell you, man, some of them club here they give transportation to them player if they go play in a proof school. That money where they give themselves, no, they do for them. Enough for them for take them from approved school for Canada house. Now wickedness that one day. So these are things there. Let we take the community, the clubs then to them various community then. Let we market and give them the reason why make it the students like a Steven Stadium way back with the flop. Then get another format where they take megaphone, then put up at the taxi there. They go, you understand, community to community, street to street. But that's like that, you know, they happen again. You understand?
Yeah.
So people just focus no more over go play the game. But you get things that way you need for do for make that kind of turn out today. At the end of the day, you get income. And that income they get able for take care of your players there. But you only depend on the FA. Where the FA wait for let the FA give you money. Where the FA give you money. You understand? The way you sell player back, some of them teams then get. If I tell you once they sign a player there, some of them see the way we talk about so we see on social media. No, so that they happen. But I can just get the thing say lay the FA try for fair clause where the all teams they want to pay them player there.
Yeah, exactly. And then with that, it really complicated because someone go say go down to the players them. How the FA gonna say teams then they pay them players them if these players then they speak out. So it really complicated. Several times you go reach out to players them for talk about this issue, but then all they tell you say then they afraid for talk about because of the no one lost their position at the team. They no one make the club pull them out, come up from the team, and a lot of other teams. So in that aspect, it really complicated. People then can normally say, "I you will make them fet for you if you know really for fet for yourself."
Yeah.
So that's another huge thing. But this issue also really complicated and it really long. But we dey try for close out the program now. Before we look, Mohammed Lamina going you like a few minutes or a minute for give out you closing opinion about the whole thing.
Yes, I think so we don't get frank discussion within this minute we don't start this program. But lastly, I want for credence to what me call it the scenario. It all boils down to making yourself variable. It talks something very important. Apart from football, even artists or musicians, for let private institutions support you. It has to be a win-win situation.
Yeah.
First, not they put money back the Grizzly League no more because Ileka. But the Grizzly League has to offer something. So if you for support Mighty Blackpool, or say for support any other team, whether it's Old Edwardian, then get for advertise. But who will come to you for advertise when you game, we the go play safe. You enable boast of 50 people to go watch, then game then day. So we get for also get a frank discussion of how we will for increase the publicity. I tell you, say the benefits on ending where you get people to go watch football Just imagine England where Manchester United they play. People make millions of dollars. And even if we don't get $1 million for a particular game now, well, at least let we get 150, let we get people to go watch the game. We can do it and make mention of taking the football clubs to the communities, because we see community leagues and they flop. But even then national games there. So I feel say we can do it, because if Emmanuel Safabla do 4 years where the league not they play, after where the league resume, we see the crowd. That game between Sierra Leone and Blackpool, which was the opener, up till now, can boast of the record, say one of the most watched football matches in Africa. We can do it, and the effect is devastating. The effect of not watching games, fans don't watch games, supporters don't watch games. It means say they need to pay them player in the final. They need to give them what them for give them. Even you journalists where they go cover a particular match, if we get a huge turnout, they boil all my imports. The economy, the national economy, they improve. Government, they talk about creating jobs. Football day, but if people don't go watch game, then now they go play football no more, but it will not become viable. So we need to make people they go watch the game there. There are many ways we can.
Okay, just 1 minute submission towards that.
Yeah, we all get role for play. For make we able forget turnout, now we league them. You look at people can forget, say, especially Sierra Leone, we they follow the English Premier League indirectly. So how do they benefit? Now England they benefit too. Now then they benefit. So you go to cinema, you take your time. You go watch the Champions League, the English Premier League. Try for they take you time for go watch your players. Because at the end of the day, if that player there you go watch him, it help for motivate him, for make you able to forget winning for a team, and you can able to forget your club where you support, can able to go participate in the CAF Club Championship and also the Confederation Cup. Where at the end of the day, with that player they return, that little way you don't get, it can able to transform the face of Salon. Now that make I can always talk about Babadi and the one the Mame Kalon, we have done they do their own, because when we get Mame Kalon from we are a go now other man country, at the end of the day, bring investment. So if we want for achieve into this game what we did talk about, we all get we role for play. The fans and as well. The one that we own them club there, we get them club there. They are on a try for the pay on our players them. And the players as well, try for do you self-training. Salon I can't train no more after the field. Training don't know, you know, for Bissou. Then club that they need for employ people them. For you get set piece coach. You see that happen in Europe. Salon for you see somebody now in this country when I set piece coach. You know they say.
Well, they never pay player.
All man, I make it talk about say all man a boom bamboo. But again, till meet another time.
All right, plenty. Thank you to Josie and that of Mohamed Lamin for whether on giving their own contribution into this topic here. This na Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana, plenty thank you to my producer Ishmael Zebangura, to Simon Ansu and Joshua for the technical job where they do, and also to Muski. Plenty thank you to Una the viewers them back. Sorted tomorrow by 12. Bye.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role. Make we raise the glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race that the human race running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align.